Greeting, Moody students. We're now entering into week 7 in our study of Second Temple Jewish backgrounds. I trust you're enjoying the course as much as I am. It's just great to get this background information on the New Testament. There's a companion course called Ancient Near Eastern Backgrounds of the Old Testament, which I think at least a couple of you have taken already. But I just love these kinds of courses. They're so helpful in helping us understand the respective testaments of the Bible. Well, you've got the announcement there in the announcement page for this week. It's hard to believe that we're into our 7th week, only one more week after this week. My devotional thought this week is one that's a personal meaning to me. If you've ever lost a mentor, someone you really looked up to, it sort of leaves you lost in the sense of, what do I do now? Well, Joshua had that experience, and I've put a devotional there just as a reminder for you. So take note of that. I trust it'll just be a real blessing to you. And once you've done that, you're going to realize the Lord is always with you again, and that as a result, you and I are to be strong and courageous. So, with that in mind, you can begin wrapping up your coursework here on week 7. The lesson for this week deals with from the synagogue to a new community. Our objectives are 3. We want you to be able to demonstrate a familiarity with the historical and cultural environment of Second Temple Judaism and issues relating to ethnicity in the early church. We want you to be able to describe and defend the New Testament's teaching about Jews and Gentiles in the church. We want you to reflect on ways to properly integrate academic Bible study with the spiritual and intellectual needs of the Christian church today. Under your required reading, you've got some in your textbooks, as you can see there, and also some passages of Scripture to work through. Nothing overwhelming here as I scan down through the list of the readings. You've got about 15, 17 pages in Scott. You've only got about 7 pages in Garson, about 14 in Simmons, 4 in Ferguson, and about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in Elwell and Yarborough. And then in Scripture reading, you're going to be reading down through Galatians 2, 11 through 16, Ephesians 2, 11 through 22, 1 Corinthians 8, and then Acts chapters 10 and 11, and chapter 15. Don't rush through your reading. Really work to digest it, understand it, see how it all connects together. And then your assignments this week, in week 7, your devotional assignment you began in week 6 is due, so be sure to get that turned in. And then assignment 7, Gentiles in the First Century Jewish Thought. And then your journal number 3, bring it to ground level. Be sure in each case to read the instructions carefully. If there's any confusion or lack of clarity, do shoot me an email and I'll try to respond as quickly as I can. Some of you have been doing that from time to time, and I both appreciate your doing so, and I appreciate the opportunity to be able to respond. I trust that my responses have all proven helpful to you. Well, as always, remember my admonitions to maintain contact with one another, both through the duration of the course as well as after the course. Some of those college achieved relationships will last a lifetime, and they're important. So do stay in contact with each other. Well, that's it for another week's announcement. Trust you'll enjoy your studies. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or, if need be, even call me. God bless.